Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. A line from one of my favorite movies. I love those redheads, man. And what do I love about this redhead? She calls 911 and gets pulled over for drunk driving. Even better, there's currently a bench warrant out for her arrest. She'll be back. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
Over it. Okay, welcome back, folks. We're on the record again in case 24-4330 SD. Mr. Connolly, did you have an opportunity to speak with Ms. Blankenship?
I did. Ms. Blankenship understands the nature of the offense, the maximum possible punishment associated therewith, as well as her rights in this matter. She's going to be pleading not guilty this morning. She is going to retain private counsel. If Your Honor is going to order PBT testing, given her employment, she would be requesting the portable PBT device.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, Ms. Blankenship, I just need to confirm a little bit of information. What's a good mailing address for you to have for the court?
Indiana.
Okay, very good. And a telephone number, please? Thank you. And do you utilize email?
I do.
It looks like we have.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, the next step in the process is going to be a pretrial conference. That is going to take place on August 28th at 8 a.m. in person here at the courthouse in Bel Air. I know you travel. You'll have to make arrangements to be here. Do you intend to be leaving the state of Michigan anytime soon?
I am actually no longer contracted in Michigan. I am currently back in Indiana, but I am hopefully about to be starting a contract in Oregon within the next week and a half, 2 weeks.
Okay, so because this alleged crime took place in Antrim County, Michigan, you have to appear in person at the Antrim County Courthouse in Bel Air. So you'll have to make arrangements. You've got several weeks to set this up for the pretrial. And I would advise you to have your attorney file an appearance as quickly as possible so that you would have him or her receive notice as well. It looks like you posted a $100 interim bond. We'll continue that, but we are going to add some terms and conditions. I would ask that you not consume or possess any alcohol, no illegal drugs, no mind or mood altering substances, no marijuana. You are going to be required to submit to daily morning breath tests, as well as discretionary testing. So you could rent a Smart Start unit. You'll receive a testing referral in your email later today. So please watch for that. There are several organizations throughout the entire state that can help you with that. You'll also have to submit to discretionary breath tests and discretionary urine screens if you're asked to participate. Please don't enter any bars or casinos or places that serve alcohol by the glass. Please be respectful of all court employees, service and care providers, and we'd ask that you not operate a motor vehicle without valid license, registration, and insurance, nor where there'd be the presence of any alcohol, illegal substances, or controlled substances. Do you have any questions right now?
Yeah, that's as of today, because I haven't pled guilty to anything from my understanding. So that's starting
Correct.
as of today.
You're starting, so tomorrow morning would be the first breath test. So start looking into places that rent in-home units and watch your email. You'll get a testing referral. The bond officer will be able to help you with this. So you're on bond. You're not guilty or not guilty. You're just on bond. But there are conditions. If you don't want to participate with bond, you could return to the Antrim County Jail, although we would prefer for you to stay in the community working and, preserve your livelihood. Do you have any questions?
I'm done. I'm cool.
All right. So please watch your mail for the notice to appear and your email for the testing referral. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for participating today.
Can I leave?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
I did have a pretrial as well. That would be a plea for Chelsea Blankenship.
Okay, so Ms. Blankenship, if you want to come on up to the podium. That is file 4330 of 2024, People versus Chelsea Blankenship. Good morning. And Mr. Johnson is here on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Truesdale, for the people. And what is the offer, if any, Mr. Johnson?
It's impaired.
Okay, is that correct, Ms. Truesdale?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Blankenship, is that your understanding of the plea agreement? You're going to plead guilty to a reduced charge of impaired driving. The drunk driving offense would be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anything else been promised to you to get you to plead guilty, or have you been threatened, forced, or coerced in any way to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
And you understand if I accept your plea this morning, you'll be giving up any future claim that your plea was a result of promises, threats, or other inducements that were not disclosed.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. And do you also understand if I accept your plea, you'll have a conviction for operating while impaired, and that carries a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has Mr. Johnson answered all of your questions to your satisfaction?
He has.
And I'm sure he discussed your trial rights with you, including your right to a trial by jury, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand if I accept your plea, you'll be giving up all of those rights, including the right to a trial by jury? And do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And did you read all of the rights on the advice of rights form and understand those, or have them explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Okay. The complaint alleges that on May 4th, you were driving your car on South Darensey Road in Kearney Township and Antrim County when this happened. Is that right?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Were you pulled over for some reason or involved in an accident?
I was pulled over.
What were you pulled over for?
They told me it was for leaving the scene or leaving an incident.
So were you involved in an accident earlier?
No, I actually had called 911 and waited over 40 minutes and then left, and they were right there. when I
Okay.
left.
Why did you call 911?
There was an incident at the bar. It was getting hostile. I had a couple drinks 2 hours ago, and I knew others had called 911, so I did as well because I didn't want to drive, but I didn't want my vehicle.
Okay.
So I called, I waited even longer, no one had came, so I left and then was pulled over about 3 minutes after leaving.
Okay. So you didn't have to drive, though. You could have left the bar, maybe contacted someone that wasn't intoxicated, just walked away or whatever, correct?
I'm not from the area and there was about 15 people around my vehicle, so I should have definitely left my car, but I didn't feel like it was safe to leave it either. But yes, that was a better idea.
Or maybe wait for the police to show up.
I had, yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So what was the alcohol level, Mr.
You're on
Johnson?
the roadside, it was a 0.103, and then on the intoxilizer, it was a 0.087.
And you're not disputing those numbers, correct?
No, Your Honor, I'm not.
Okay. Would you also agree that due to the consumption of alcohol, another driver might have noticed that you were impaired because of your driving?
It's a possibility.
Okay. Then to the charge of impaired driving, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I'll accept your plea, find it's voluntary, accurate, and understanding. We'll need to get an alcohol assessment, set this for sentencing at a later date, Ms. Martin.
Let's see, how about 10-9?
at 9:15.
There are two other matters, Your Honor.
Okay,
The first, and I've explained to Ms. Blankenship the court's stance on this. She does live about 6 hours away. She does not have reliable transportation. She borrowed her sister's car to get here today. If the assessment came back without a recommendation, perhaps for jail time, would it be possible for her to appear via Zoom for sentencing?
not within the state of Michigan. This is where the crime occurred, and you need to be here. Where do you live that's 6 hours away?
I'm like central, close to Fort Wayne, Indiana. I was here on a work contract.
Oh, you're in Indiana.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep, I live in Indiana.
yeah. Okay, well, I'm still going to insist that you be here for the sentencing. So, all right. What was the other matter?
Your Honor, the other issue is yesterday we got a motion in order to show cause. I don't know that it was signed by the court yet. It was not, but it was set for this morning. She had a positive PVT result on 8/25. We got the pictures from Smart Start at 7 in the morning. She was at 0.006. She is here to admit that she was having a very rough night the night before, and she did consume alcohol. She's currently on morning testing daily. We would be asking to switch to twice daily testing so that she can prove to this court that she can follow through on this.
Okay, well, when you consume alcohol and you know you can go to jail as a result of that and have your bond revoked, that is a big red flag that you've got more of a problem with alcohol than maybe you thought. At least it's a big red flag for the court. Ms. Truesdale, what is your position?
Your Honor, I learned of this as well. I think there might have been some tests that were unable to be verified as well by GPS because it was out of range or something. However, I think he's testing, and since we will be proceeding to sentencing after substance abuse evaluation, this could be taken into consideration. She needs to report this to the assessor, and then I think the court can look at the whole general picture at sentencing.
Okay.
So people are not requesting jail at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, well, I think that's reasonable. What we'll do is increase the testing to twice daily. You'll need to talk to our bond clerk about what the time for those tests are going to be, unless Smart Start sets that up. I don't know. And then I'm going to request both a pre-sentence investigation and a substance assessment. You do need to disclose that you tested positive while on bond, as well as, I don't know what your explanation is for the out of range with the GPS, but you need to disclose that as well. Maybe there's a good explanation, I don't know, but let's see. Ms. Martin, you want to pick a sentence date?
Yeah, we did October 9th at 9.
Oh, we did. Okay, 10/9. No, Ms. Jacobs is here. In fact, I think she's listening in on the screen there, and she'll catch you in the hallway, or just wait for her to come out and get you. Okay, she's from our probation office, and she's gonna prepare a report for me so I have more information to fashion an appropriate sentence. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Any other?